Hi folks, my name's Sam Carter. This is a little video I've decided to make to show as best I can how Nick Jones played Canadee-i-o on the Penguin Eggs album. One of the reasons for this is just because I love it. It's a great piece of guitar playing. Also because there isn't that much information on how Nick Jones played out there, and also that as many of you know, if you're Nick Jones fans, he had an accident in the 80s which doesn't mean he can't play anymore, tragically, and so the information isn't really available first-hand. So without further ado, first of all, the tuning that Nick Jones plays in on this song is from low to high: B flat, F, B flat, F, B flat, C. That's from low to high, and that gives us a kind of a B flat sus2 tuning technically. There's no minor or major third in this tuning, which means it has a modal quality, which is quite characteristic of the tunings that folk guitarists would use, rather than using open chords with major or minor thirds in them. But anyway, one thing that's important about this tuning as far as Nick Jones' style goes is that it's very low. Most of the tunings he used were low in pitch, and obviously at the same time in tension on the neck, which means that we get this very snappy sound quite easily. With some nice buzzes and other things going on, and also allows us to snap the strings without causing injuries to ourselves. To get that sort of sound, what I'm doing there is pulling up. I'm pulling the string up. If you're a classical guitarist, you'll know that your intention most of the time is to try and push the string down into the guitar. I mean, that's how you get the most resonance normally with it, and a nice sort of clean, pure sound. This is a completely different way of doing it. We're pulling the string up to create quite an aggressive attack. So. So being in that low tuning allows us to get this quite sort of aggressive sound out of the guitar without causing ourselves massive amounts of pain. Another sound that we're going to be hearing a lot in this is this percussive sound, which is actually the first sound we hear. The way I'm getting that sound is by flicking the strings close to the bridge with my middle finger, by burying it in the bottom part of my thumb, flicking against the strings close to the bridge. It takes a while to get some accuracy. Most of the time on this tune you need to be hitting the G string or the third string, which is actually an F string at the moment, and to hit that consistently, you're going to need to spend a bit of time just practicing hitting it. It's quite a difficult thing. It's just a matter of practice. 5 minutes a day for 2 weeks or something will probably get you to a point of accuracy with it. One thing that's kind of interesting to me about this, the right hand in that opening sequence, and actually through most of the song, is that we've got this on the 2 and the 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We've got this sort of snare effect which is created by the flicking technique that I was talking about. And then on the offbeat we've got the thumb, and 1 and 2 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 and 1, which gives us this kind of delayed and this sort of sense of momentum going on all the time. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, which is really nice, and it's also quite characteristic of banjo playing. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Jones did play banjo. I don't know, it's complete conjecture, but the style of the right hand is quite like the way you play banjo with the thumb on the offbeat a lot of the time, which is upside down for most guitarists. Most of the time we're doing some kind of on the beat thing with our thumb. Another thing is you'll notice that I'm wearing a thumb pick, which is it's a plastic thumb pick which is, I believe, from what I can work out from listening to it, what Nick Jones was using. This one is made by John Pierce. They're about the best commercially available ones you can get, because they're not too long. Don't buy a long thumb pick. I don't know why they even exist. They're not very good for your technique, and I wouldn't recommend them. So try and get a short thumb pick if you can. If you can't find a short one, file a long one down. That just, again, is about attack really. It allows us to get a bit more attack with the thumb. Apart from that, I'm going to leave the song to speak for itself, so have a listen to the recording. I'm not going to take the whole thing to bits, but I hope that's given you some insight into the way this song was played, and hopefully I'll post some more videos up in the future. Cheers.